with everything that we're showing you, the injection is pretty painless. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica for those that are new here. In today's video we are going to show you how to administer the progesterone and oil injection. I have Eric here with me. He does all my injections. So first I'm going to go over what we need in order to do the injection. So we have our medication right here. This is a 500 milligram bottle, and we use 50 milligrams for each shot. So this is good for 10 days. We also have the needle.
Syringe and needle. Yeah,
so the syringe and needle. So this one right here is to draw the medication, and then this one is to actually do the injection. So the one used to draw the injection is an 18 gauge by 1.5, and then the one to administer the injection is 25 gauge by 1.5. So that might be a little bit confusing because, I mean, for me it was. I assumed that the bigger the number, the bigger the needle, but that's not the case. So the 18 gauge that we use to draw the medication is actually bigger, and so you will be doing the injection with the 25 gauge, which is smaller, significantly smaller. So that's good. And then lastly, we just have a gauze and then some alcohol wipes just to make sure that we sanitize the area. All right, so Eric has already sanitized our island. So do you want to do the shot?
Yep.
Yeah, so he's gonna draw the medication, and usually we take turns, just kind of depends on who's not being lazy that day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or really who's home earlier. So
so this is a new
vial.
Comes with a little brown thing, you just clip it off. So we're just gonna sanitize the top of the vial just so that area is nice and clean before we actually stick the syringe in it. And then you'll just let that air dry. Some people might use the same one, but we don't. We'll get a different one to clean this area where Jessica will be getting injected at. And so you just want to grab your syringe, which it already comes with the
cap.
No, not the cap. The 18 gauge needle on top of it already. So all you want to do is make sure it's nice and tight. Just give it a little twist, nothing too hard, and then come pull the cap off. Here's the needle. I don't know if you'll be able to see it much, but there's that. From what we learned too is always pull some air into it to the amount that we're getting. And since we're getting 1 milliliter. Yeah, 1 milliliter. We'll pull it back there. So the vial at the top should be cleaned, air dried already, going in at a angle. So when we pulled the syringe back to 1 milliliter, it obviously drew some air in there, and then we're going to release it into the vial, and then we will flip it, and it just makes it easier to pull the oil. Oh,
sorry.
Sorry. It just makes it easier to pull the oil out of the vial.
Here, I'm actually gonna do a close-up of that.
And
here, turn it around, babe, so that they can. Yep. So you just want to make sure you're going like really slow, just because you want to make sure you don't get any air bubbles.
So we're right there about 1, and you can see at the top of the syringe, kind of where my finger's at, there's an air bubble. So I always go a little bit past 1, so that way when I push it back up, that air bubble goes out. And it didn't, so I need to go further back, and then it should come out right there. And if it doesn't, there's always other ways to do it as well. but we found this the easiest way. So we got one there, and then we're gonna put the cap back on, and then that's where the
That's the 25 gauge.
This is the needle that will be getting used to inject Jessica. I've always been told not to touch that blue ring there, so we're gonna be careful when you do open it. And then take this off and add the blue. There we are.
Make sure you twist. You don't want it too tight though.
Yeah, I already twisted as I put it on.
And it's pretty thick. I mean, it's oil, so the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to run it under water just to loosen up some of that oil and make it easier to inject. So we're just waiting for that to warm up. Is it good?
Yeah.
And then we just run it under water for...
We don't have a time limit of how long we keep it under this. It's just to make it less thick.
Yeah, just to loosen it, I guess.
Yeah. So it's whatever you guys want to do, but we kind of just leave it there for at least a minute or so. We don't.
Yeah.
I don't keep track. I kind of just go with it.
And then while Eric does that, I need to ice the area. So let's see, what do we have? What have we been using recently?
The ice pack right there.
Oh yeah, we do have an ice pack, so I'm grabbing the ice pack. And then we are going to ice the area. All right, so Eric's going to place, what is that? What do you call it?
Come.
I'm getting nervous.
This is
Just an ice
pack thing. You can use whatever. We have this, so this is what we end up using. It's just to freeze, not freeze the area, but to get her nice and cold and numb, so that way it's not too painful. Especially you hopefully have to do this for another 70 odd days, you know. It could get really painful. You could go side to side. We kind of stick with the same side.
That's all, Eric. Just kidding.
What do you mean that's all?
I'm just saying, Eric feels more comfortable with one side because he's gotten used to it. It kind of leaves me a little bit of a bruise.
Yeah, that's true.
So he knows where the needle should go based off of that. So, yeah, he's already gotten used to this one side. But it's not too painful. With everything that we're showing you, the injection is pretty painless. And so, you want me to hold on to that?
Yeah.
Normally we do the injection with me laying down, but for the purposes of this video, we want to make sure that we're showing you exactly how it's done. So I'm going to be standing up for this one. The key part of this is just to make sure that you don't have any weight on the side that you're going to be injecting, because you want your muscles to be relaxed. So as long as I'm not putting any weight on that leg, it should be fine. And when we have to do the injection away from home, we're usually doing it standing up. So we
good.
Yeah, so this is nothing new.
So like I said, new wipe. We'll clean the area and let it air dry a little bit. And you can kind of tell where she had the ice pack at. It's nice and red, and it did get the spot I want. So good to go. Then we'll let it dry a little bit without breathing on it. And then I kept the syringe in the fist just to keep the heat in there.
And so he's going to, when he injects it, he's going to kind of do it like in a dart form. So you'll see that.
Ready?
Yeah.
Make sure cap is coming off. And then I already have my spot, so I kind of know where, like Jessica mentioned. Like I said, the oil is thick, so it does take a while. I don't want to push it fast and then her feel those lumps. So I kind of take my time pushing it in. And then she will get the gauze ready if she can.
It's over.
I guess not.
I didn't think about that this time. But this is, yeah, it's not painful.
Almost done, about a quarter of the way left. So, just comes out nice and easy. Make sure you don't prick yourself.
And then he's just massaging the area right now. Feels good. These injections can definitely get you sore after a few days. Okay. All right, well, there you have it. Pretty simple tips, but they definitely make a world of a difference. So let me know if you guys end up trying any of these tips. I know they've helped me a ton, so I hope they help you. But that's going to be it for this video. Eric is just going to dispose of the needle in our little sharps container, and yeah.
And then the rest could go in the garbage.
Yeah. But all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and you found these tips helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.